I'm Anna Emery. You're watching DataViz on the Go, the series where you learn DataViz time savers inside everyday software like Excel. And this is truly going to be on the go because I just finished 2 half-day workshops with probation officers in a county in the Midwest. And I have another call in 6 minutes. So one of the topics that came up over our 2 half-day workshops is different ways of filtering data, okay? Here are the 3 types, and you're going to be able to download this spreadsheet and keep it. At the most granular level, you can filter 1 column at a time. Like you could just filter this column or this one and or this one. And where you find the filters, it depends on whether you have a lowercase t or an uppercase t table. I'm going to show you where to find both. For a lowercase t table like this one, it's just a generic table. It's a collection of rows and columns and cells. They're right here, okay? So I've already sorted these by pretend project ID. You could sort them by start date. You could filter them by project name. You could say, I just want to look at these AI related projects, for example. If you don't see the filters up top in your spreadsheet, I'm going to remove them actually and then add them back for you really quickly. You're going to click on the 1, which highlights that whole top row. And then on the Home tab, you go over to Sort and Filter. And then you're going to see Filter right there. On uppercase T tables, it's even easier. They're just built in, okay? Same thing, they show up top. You're filtering just 1 column at a time, the most granular level. Sometimes you don't want to be so granular. You want to be more overarching. So the second layer of filtering is 1 pivot table or pivot chart at a time. Do you see the visual? It's like maybe there's like a couple columns, but you're summing them up in your pivot table. A couple of variables together over here, a couple over here, a couple over here. There are 3 different places you're going to find the filters in your pivot tables and your pivot charts. It's going to look like this. Okay, so let's say you've got a pivot table looking at how many projects by status. You'll see it in row labels. You can click on that little filter. And then let's say we only want to look at the projects that are completed or in progress. We're going to filter out the projects on hold. Our denominator, the 50, it's about to change right now. The chart also changed. Charts can also have filters added to them right here, okay? This is a pivot table and a pivot chart. They're linked, of course. So if you use the filters on one place, it affects the other. Let me add back in the projects that are on hold. You're gonna see the chart change in 3, 2, 1, like that. Okay, so filters on pivot tables are in the row labels or the corresponding chart. Same thing for column labels. So you're gonna see the little filter right there. And the classic place to find filters on pivot tables is in the filters box. Okay, let me pull up this table's boxes right here. Okay, that's like the best place to find the filter. It filters the entire pivot table. Okay, let's look at just the completed and in progress, filter out, on hold, like that, filters, filters, filters down. It's just this pivot table though. It's not also affecting the one up there. See, this one says 50. This one I'm gonna filter in. Actually, I already have. It's not gonna say 50, it says 48, okay? The highest, most overarching use of filters to filter everything, it's slicers. That's what slicers are. They're like the queen bee of filters. And there are 2 types of slicers I'm gonna show you quickly. And if you wanna learn more about this, I have an entire dashboard design course about different types of slicers and the ins and outs. Comment down below and I'm happy to teach you more about these though and make future videos. Okay, slicers, overarching. Okay, do you see the visual here that I tried to make for us? Super duper granular down here, a little bit higher level, everything higher level like this. Okay, these are slicers up top. This is a regular slicer for categories. This is a timeline slicer for dates. They control everything, okay? I'm gonna click on Brazil. This pivot table changes, this chart changes. If I use the timeline, I can just look at 2020. I guess there's only one here. The pivot table changes, the chart changes. Let me expand that some more to make it more interesting, okay? These, the categories and the timeline, also control that pivot table. They also control this one and this chart, okay? It's overarching. Do you see the difference? It controls everything on your sheet. One column at a time, or one pivot table or pivot chart at a time, or everything, more overarching. Let me know which of these features you'd like to learn more about. I read each and every comment personally, and I'll make you a lesson. I'll write you an article to answer your question. Thank you so much. Time for my next call.